Hi. In this video, we are going to install cPanel and WHM on our AlmaLinux 8 Linux-based server. In order to install cPanel and WHM, you first need to make sure that you have at least 2 GB of RAM on your server. Although it's recommended to use a server which has 4 GB of RAM to get the desired performance, but that would also be good enough if you have a minimum of 2 GB of RAM and 20 GB of disk space available on your server. If it has, you need to log into your server as root, which I already did. So first and foremost, we need to run this command in order to update and upgrade pre-installed system packages existed on our server. It's always a good practice to do so, especially if it's a fresh server. Next, we need to install HTTPD service, and for that we will run this command. Type Y and press enter. Again type Y and press enter. Again type Y and press enter. After installing HTTPD service now, we need to restart it once, and for this we need to run this command. After that, we need to update the DNF package manager by running the following command, and don't you worry about the commands, you will find this same article link in the description, so that you can just copy and paste the commands like I'm doing to avoid any typing mistake or an error. Alright, now we need to install, start, and enable the Firewall service. And for this, we will run the following commands one by one in the same sequence. First, let's install Firewall. Next, start this Firewall service. And now enable the firewall to protect this server. Firewall has been enabled. If you want to check the status of Firewall, you can simply run this command. Although it's optional to run this command because it just shows you the status of Firewall running or not on your server. As you can see, it's active and running. So to close this, press Ctrl+C to get exit from there. Now, as we have enabled Firewall on our server, so it's important to allow some ports, which is useful in case of cPanel and WHM, like to access WHM, cPanel, and webmail, etc. So let's allow these 5 ports one by one on our Firewall. Now let's restart the Firewall again to apply the changes. After that, we need to reset the permissions of www directory, which is inside var. Next is install PHP on our server. Type Y and press enter. Also install some required PHP extensions. Again type Y and press enter. Now enable PHP FPM service. And restart HTTPD service again. Next is we need to install Perl. Type Y and press enter. And finally, we have reached to the final step, which is to install cPanel and WHM on our server. So first, we need to download the latest .sh file from its cPanel's official server. And now let's execute this installer file. Now it will take some time to install cPanel and WHM on your server. So let's wait till it finishes off. cPanel and WHM has been successfully installed on your server. We just need to copy this URL, and when we open it in a new tab, you can see it's asking us for our root credentials in order to log into our WHM. But we won't log in it right now, because we didn't have any license. And after login, it will first ask us for our license. So we will install the license in next video and we'll log in after that. For now, that's all for today. Thank you for your time.